Let's dump into a little bit of AMD news here, and these won't take too long, but AMD did announce some new CPUs, and I don't know if you read into this at all.
A little bit.
So 4 new CPUs out from AMD that we'll have to see some testing on. I'm very excited to see how these perform. This is official from AMD. This isn't a rumor or a leak or anything like that. They actually announced them. So there's the E series with the 2700E and the 2600E. And what those are is they're basically low power parts. So you've got 45 watt TDP for the 8 and the 6 core models respectively. So it's basically a 2700X, but it's a low power version of it. So it's a 2700E, probably efficient or something, or eco, whatever. They don't have precision boost overdrive, which is totally fine. They're still using precision boost, which is their boosting tech, but the PBO is specifically if TDP and everything account for it, it'll overclock itself basically. They're not using PBO at all, which makes sense because they're staying within a 45 watt TDP. So we're looking at 2.8 gigahertz and 3.1 gigahertz being the base for the 8 and the 6 cores there. Low power needs, lots of threads. Not really for gaming, but potentially for high performance like notebooks. Maybe not even XPS, but like a little bit bigger than that, or like workstation class stuff that's currently using like Xeons, because all Ryzen supports ECC, right? So they could just throw these in some of the Dell's mobile workstations and stuff like that. Instead, you're getting a lot of cores for cheap. Or you could potentially see them in pre-builts and stuff like that maybe are built more for like work and less for play
very
business
heavy
stuff.
multitasking, but not high performance multitasking.
Yeah, not like production stuff, but in terms of just like office work, it could be great for like the financial institutions and stuff where like I have 70 billion things running on my computer at the same time, right? But I don't need.
I've got 40 Excel sheets, 20 Chrome instances, and like 12 monitors for my financial software.
Yeah, exactly. That kind of person where they could really benefit from just more cores despite not higher clock speeds. So those are interesting, but what's more interesting to us and our general PC market here is the 2500X and the 2300X. So these are the replacements for the 1500 and 1300 from the original Ryzen series. So we're finally seeing those lower performance parts coming out from AMD that'll be cheaper. I don't have pricing on any of this yet. I didn't find any. Forgive me if there is some out there. I didn't see it. There might be after we do this. But anyway, so we're looking at 4 cores and 8 threads on the 2500X and 4-core 4-thread for the 2300X, about what we would expect. Now they're doing some interesting stuff here though. There's 8 megabytes instead of 16 megabytes of L3 cache this time, which will affect some things, but not so much gaming and stuff. And that's because they're actually having a single CCX being activated on each of 4 cores rather than having 2 cores from each CCX, which I'm assuming AMD just discovered, that just performs better or is better for optimization for game purposes and stuff like that. There's no Infinity Fabric involvement at all because they were originally using a 2+2. Now it's still a CCX. They're just going to have 4 cores disabled as far as we understand. So anyway, we should see about like an 8% or so performance boost according to AMD, which is substantial, especially for the lower end gaming market, as this really helps bring them that little edge closer to Intel in terms of high performance, more normal priced gaming. The people that are wanting to spend $1,000 on their whole setup or $800 or $600 on just a PC, those people could be looking at something like the 2500X.